Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Kabir Considers. In this video, we're going to react to when woke, delusional people get owned. Now, I've got a bit of a love-hate relationship with the word woke. It feels like whenever somebody has, I don't know, anti-establishment thoughts, anti-capitalism thoughts, just anti basically any established way of thinking or behaving, they're kind of labeled as woke. However, I will be the first to admit that there are people who probably take it a bit too far in terms of, they try to question everything, the way everything is, whether it's the way we eat, teach our kids, work, speak to each other. So I guess I have to admit there is a very small section of society who probably do deserve the label delusional and woke. And it's going to be funny just to see, how these people get owned in this video. I'm guessing that there's going to be some outlandish claims made by the woke people, and those claims are going to be just dismissed.
Give me one good reason Caitlyn Clark can't play in the NBA.
Height, weight, speed, vertical agility, strength. Caitlyn Clark would not be able to play for her own men's basketball team, let alone an NBA team.
Simples. Can men get pregnant?
Oh, I am.
You're pregnant? Mm-hmm. You are?
Yeah. How about a congratulations? Instead of laughing at me, you could say like congrats or something.
Congratulations. I'm sorry.
Thank you. I appreciate
So how far along are you?
2 weeks.
How do you know you're pregnant after 2 weeks?
My stomach's been growling more than usual, and me and him had.
Pause.
So I think that's where it came from.
How long have you guys been together?
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh.
We were like a one-night stand. I was finna dip, but I was like, that's my kid. I'm finna stay.
That's really noble of you. We need more of that. More men.
Oh my God. She's questioning this, but she can't say anything.
More black fathers.
How do you know you don't just have cramps?
No, I have a kid too, so this is the second time this happened.
So the first time you had a kid, you felt like...
Yeah, I felt the same sensation I'm feeling now.
Okay, and where did the kid come out of?
What did he say?
That's kind of obvious, right?
Yeah, is that funny or something?
No, you're right.
Our kid's going to be straight A student
funny,
and going to be on the basketball team, so...
Yeah, the next LeBron James.
/ Yao Ming. That's kind of obvious, right?
Yeah, is that funny or something?
No, you're right.
Our kid's going to be black and East, too. He's going to be a straight A student and going to be on the basketball team, so...
Yeah, the next LeBron James.
/ Yao Ming.
What a beautiful, liberal, non-binary, interracial couple. And I can't wait to see what that baby does in the WNBA.
This is a queer fat club.
I'm queer and fat.
Okay, thank you for joining. We're just introducing ourselves at the moment.
Okay.
Do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, Joe?
Yeah, my name's Joe. I go by he, they, and I identify as 275 pounds.
Okay.
I feel like Jay's kind of making fun of me, though. I know it's kind of a shock. I know. Kind of a new thing.
I'm just,
Do what?
It's so funny because they want to say you clearly aren't 275, but by saying that, it basically means that people can't get away with just claiming that they are things.
What?
I said I apologize.
Oh, no, you're good.
Are you comfortable leaving the group at the moment?
Why?
I'm not understanding why you're joining the group.
This is the queer and fat group now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I came here for.
Okay. And you said you identify as fat?
Yeah.
Okay. This is just for fat-bodied people.
Yeah, I understand. I identify as a fat-bodied person.
I'm not understanding where you're coming from.
Are you guys comfortable with me here? I mean, I'm pretty chill on my end.
I'm not comfortable, no.
Can we take like a vote?
Someone told his kid not to worry. It's clear that he's a beautiful, plus-size queer woman, and they're just jealous. And I know exactly how this feels because I was recently rejected by the Lesbian Asian Facebook group. Don't know why.
When people say they're offended, just because you're offended, it doesn't mean you're right. Offence is about feelings, and feelings are personal. Some people are offended by equality. So what? You can't second-guess people. If you try and please everyone, you'll please no one. You can't legislate against stupidity, otherwise you'll be doing nothing. And freedom of speech is so important these days. I've reached the age now where I don't care anymore. It's not to joke about all the bad things. That's a waste, because that's exactly what we should joke about. If you can laugh in the face of adversity, you're bulletproof.
Also, why do all these donuts that claim to be offended by comedians and opposite opinions watch things that they don't need to watch? No one's forcing you to watch Ricky Gervais's comedy show or Dave Chappelle's comedy show.
That's a good point. I feel like if somebody's work offends you, whether it's... obviously, there's lines that you probably shouldn't cross. We all know what those lines are. But if it's just, you know, him saying something about something without being overtly offensive, just don't watch that person.
Go and watch something else. Go and watch a woke comedian or whatever.
Doesn't exist. You can't go around apologising for jokes. They're jokes. So I've got a plan. The next time I get cancelled over a joke, the next time I upset people with a joke, I'm going to come out on the day of the cancellation. I'm going to say, I'm sorry. And the people that I've offended will say, you don't really mean that apology. And I'll say, so you're saying, could say something and not mean it. Now you're getting it.
Gotcha.
What do you think about white men?
I think it's just the term white man, just immediate turn off.
What do you think of black men?
Love.
Oh, hell no! Do you think it's racist to, by default, not like white men?
I mean, I don't think so, because I think there's a difference between like racism and that's an interesting question.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Prostitution, murder and extortion, gaining a reputation for extreme violence. Now, I'm not American, but I do know a few Donald Trump supporters, and I'm pretty sure they're not doing any of those things.
Studies that show that trans women have physical advantage over what I'm going to call cis girls, what you call biological girls in sports.
Just taking the time we've spent in this committee hearing today, we have only been referring to this whole debate, males infiltrating into women's sports. If the argument is that males don't possess advantages over females, then why haven't we spent any time talking about or worrying about women entering men's sports? It's because everyone in this hearing room knows that that's not what we're referring to. Anyone with a brother knows the advantages that males possess over females. So I feel as if the evidence is evident. You look at any sport. Let's take the basketball. The three-point line is a different distance. The size of the ball is smaller. The amount of layups you see in women's basketball compared to dunks. Men's volleyball, the net is 7.5 inches higher than the women's net. I could keep going.
If there's no advantages, then why is sports always being separated by gender? And like she said, why do you never see a woman identifying as a man to compete against the men? Because they'll get fucking smoked, that's why.
I just don't know why this is such an issue. It's obvious that biologically men possess, you know, higher strength on average, greater bone density on average. These things in sport are massively important.
What are your pronouns?
Pronouns?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't get it. What are my pronouns? Alright, cut real quick.
I'm that man.
Risk taker.
Hustler.
Pizza?
Point of view, you're about to hear the worst opinion ever.
It's facts! It's facts! It's not facts. These sites are not facts.
So I've seen this one YouTube thumbnail that says, Charlie Kirk believes that TikTok is turning children trans. Do you agree with the statement?
TikTok is playing a role in making them think that they might have gender identification issues. This is Chloe Cole. She's a detransitioner.
In my experience, I learned about transgenderism through the internet at roughly about the age of 11 or 12. And I mean, it captivated me. I had body image issues, and it felt like I found the explanation for as to why I felt so different from the women around me.
Social media in general led you to believe the wrong idea, and that in turn what made you go down a path that maybe wasn't right for you.
I mean, it's beyond not right for me. This has left permanent effects on my body. I might not be able to have children. I have complications from the puberty blockers, the testosterone, and the surgery.
That's
3
correct.
years after I've stopped taking all of them.
I'm very suspicious about, okay, but I understand.
Are you calling her a liar?
No.
Are you sure about that?
I'd like to say that you're wrong about trans people being indoctrinated.
I mean, I've met hundreds of other detransitioners, some even younger than I was, and have come out of it with trauma that they're left with for life. Sterile.
I don't lose sleep over this guy trying to change his gender or his identity or whatever he wants to do. But if I was going to put myself through such major changes, then I'd want to listen to all points of view, not just the people that are telling me it's a good idea, but also the people that have done it and say they regret it.
Does it?
Yeah.
Where is socialism worked? Where is socialism worked?
You pay your income tax?
Income tax is not socialist.
It's not?
No. Well, I think it's way too high, isn't it?
Yeah, but socialism is where everybody pays in.
Do you give more than what the government asks you to give each year?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
A lot.
You give more to the government?
Yeah.
So you give more than what the IRS asks you to give?
Yeah.
You do?
Uh-huh.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Does he really? Why would he do that? Why would you do that? Give that money to charity or something.
Do you see this person next to me? E is my friend. C has had to put up with a lot to get to where Per is today. I just want to let Glint know that Thon is valid.
Shut up, you know what you sound like? You sound like a DJ. Wiki, 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 wiki. You know what I'm talking about? Wiki, wiki, fresh.
What the?
I'm sorry, I forgot to say, you need to stop drinking Coke Zero on stream.
Why?
It's boycott.
Wait, is it?
You're preaching pro-Palestine and you're drinking all this boycott stuff. Please,
Thank you.
At least pretend. Do it off stream. Please.
Okay, I'll put it in a glass. Is Pepsi okay?
No.
Is it? Okay.
No soda, son.
I didn't know it was like that.
Xbox. No way. They're taking the mick out of her. Wow.
Touch me.
Right in his face.
This is the only tactic they have. This is the group that's saying that we're Christian. What's wrong with you? Please don't touch me.
Get the f back. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Please do not touch me.
What in the hell?
I don't think this has got anything to do with being trans, gay, straight, white, black, whatever the fuck you are. This is just pure lunacy and they all need Michael.
Get some help.
That last video was crazy. I mean, were they barking at those people on the left-hand side? I don't know what's happening with society, honestly. I feel like, do you know what it is? I feel like because we've had, at least in the West, such a prolonged period of peace, you know, we've not had the distractions of like fighting for our survival and famine and things like that, you know, to deal with. So I think that's why you can see people, it's almost like boredom in some ways. Like people are so bored that they're just thinking of ways to be, I don't know, like different. I don't know what it is, but then again, you have to remember that a lot of these extreme cases, like those last people that were barking, they're a very, very, very small but loud vocal minority. Like, they do not represent large amounts of the population. Most people are, you know, just like you and me, you know, the majority of people. So we can't let videos like that get us too riled up. But the fact people are even like this, I mean, it's weird. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.